So when I was thinking about doing this video, I was gonna like get on a nice little outfit as well. Maybe I will at the end of the video just to like finish off the whole get ready with me look. But I thought I'd start this video in pajamas, seeing as the whole point of this video is to be like truthful with you guys about doing YouTube and stuff. And one of those truths is like you aren't out every day, especially like if you are editing your videos and making thumbnails and stuff like that, because a lot of it I work at my desk right here. So I thought, let's keep it real, start this video in pajamas. But then I say that as if like it's midday. It's literally 9 AM, so you know, there's still excuse to be in pajamas. But yeah, today I'm going to be doing like a little get ready with me with you guys, showing you guys and answering your questions about like the truth about doing YouTube and social media and like being a YouTuber, I guess, because I asked you guys over on my Instagram as per usual, you know, like I always do, asking for your questions. Whoa, there is so many here. So we're just gonna get ready together while I answer these questions about the truth of being a YouTuber and some tips and tricks for any of you guys that are looking to do YouTube yourself. I might need to like move over a little bit so I can face my mirror. Also, I've got my hair in heatless curls, guys. We'll take that out at the end. If you guys have been here for a while, you know me, I love my heatless curls. So the first question, which I think is like a really interesting one, someone asked me, how much do YouTubers need to upload each week? Now, your uploading schedule is completely up to you. Obviously, including I know I have like quite a couple of channels, but like my two main channels are this channel and obviously my Roblox channel, and both of them combined I post 8 videos a week. I post 4 on this channel and 4 on my Roblox channel, so obviously I post quite a bit week by week, and that's honestly just because that's what I like to do. I like to take things to the limits where I can, because working hard and sometimes being under pressure can like motivate me to get things done, if that makes sense. But there is no, like, if you want to do YouTube, there is no set amount that you need to upload. Like some of the biggest YouTubers on this platform post once a week, like the Sidemen post on a Sunday, Sidemen Sunday, Beta Squad post on a Saturday. I'm trying to think of like other big YouTubers, but a lot of YouTubers post like once a week. So I would not tell you guys that you need to post a certain amount a week if you are thinking about doing YouTube. Like I said, it is honestly personal preference, however much you want to post and what works best for you. Also as well, like YouTube is my job now, so across the whole YouTube journey, I have made sacrifices. Like I used to be a competitive dancer and I couldn't do that as well as doing YouTube, and I chose YouTube, which sometimes I do miss it, but there was a lot of toxicity in that area, like in performing arts and stuff. But yeah, there is no set amount that you need to upload. It honestly just whatever works best for you and your schedule, really. So someone said, why did I want to start to be a YouTuber? Now I have mentioned this quite a lot of times before, a lot of times on Instagram lives actually, but I know not everyone follows me over there. But if you don't, definitely go follow me over there. We are trying to hit 20k. I know we can do it all together. But obviously before I started YouTube, I was a TikToker. I did that in lockdown with my friends, and at the time it was honestly just a bit of fun. We did like the very popular trending POV videos, but it was like on Roblox basically. And then after the first lockdown finished, it was actually kind of a bit of like a sad experience, because I met a lot of friends online during like the whole COVID period, and when everyone went back to school after the first lockdown, there was a big change within the TikTok community. So many of my friends that did social media just quit instantly, because a lot of them actually didn't tell their parents that they were doing TikTok. My parents knew, and like I decided to keep doing it because I loved it so much. But a lot of people quit. There's some people that I haven't even spoke to in years. Like it was such a strange time. Like I know lockdown in general was such a strange time, but there was people that we as a group chat, as a whole friendship and community would speak to on the daily, and then as soon as we went back to school, like they just disappeared. I was like, where did you guys go? Like, because there are still friends I talk to that used to do it, and obviously haven't done it in years, like social media and stuff. I have mentioned them before, but just Tasha and Chloe, they are my girls, and I still talk to them like every day. But like so many people just like disappeared sort of thing. And yeah, after that happened, I was just like, well, this TikTok community has like died, like there's no one here. But I knew it was something that I wanted to do, you know, like I was enjoying it. I was able to see that I could really do something with this here, you know, like this could be, if I wanted to, if I put in the work, I could make this into something big, do you know what I mean? So I was just like, let's just go to YouTube. Like I started looking on YouTube at other YouTubers and seeing what people were posting. At the time, the main people that come to mind that were like posting, because obviously this channel is very new, but like with Roblox, the main people that was coming up for their videos was Akila, Ambry and Vibri. So if you guys obviously have come from this channel, from my Roblox channel, you will know who I'm talking about. They were going absolutely viral, like it was crazy. You know, just like the switch of where literally everyone was watching TikTok and then everyone just forgot about TikTok and went to YouTube. And there wasn't as many creators as there were now. So I was like, well, you know what? Screw it, I'm just gonna join in. Like I wanted to keep it up. I knew I could, if I really wanted to, do something with it. And now here we are. I've got a real life channel. Obviously we're about to hit 300k on my Roblox channel and it's my job now. So I'm just glad that I decided to not stop at TikTok and carried on with YouTube. Someone said, does being a YouTuber and content creator affect your personal life? I feel like this is actually a really good question. Now, the thing is, like, I can only speak from personal experience because obviously the more or less you post, the more free time you would have for your personal life. Now, as you guys know, I post a lot. I post on both channels included 8 videos a week, which I won't lie to you guys, is a very time consuming process. It's something that I love to do though and I wouldn't change it. Sometimes I do struggle. Oh, who is that? Oh, it's Julia. Julia, aka iRose Girl, messaging me here. Yes, sometimes I do struggle to put myself first, you know, like if I want to go out, if I want to do things, I want to go meet people, I want to, you know, go spend time with friends, or like I've been invited to a party and I might be like, I need to do YouTube stuff. It can be hard, but then again, like it's sort of kind of, I would say from personal experience, it kind of boils down to personal choice. It depends how much you're planning to upload and how willing you are to sort of let things go. Like obviously there's been events and things that I've, like with my friends and things that I've skipped because of doing YouTube. I mean, I keep getting a lot of questions actually asking for like a prom vlog or like the prom experience. I skipped prom because I wanted to just go full steam ahead with like my content creating, and also at prom I couldn't be asked for people to be like asking me about YouTube and stuff if anyone had like found my channels or whatever. So yeah, I would say it's hard sometimes, but then there is a level of personal choice there, and sometimes I do feel like I don't give myself maybe enough of a rest as I should. I can get a little bit of a workaholic sometimes, but yeah, it's definitely just finding that balance. And you know, obviously now this is my job. I do have like a team of people that help me with all YouTube and social media stuff, so that does definitely help. But yeah, I would say it can be hard, but then there is there is personal choice there. Someone said, what do you do when you don't feel like filming? You see, thing is, even if I do get a little bit like, oh sorry, let me just put my phone on silent. Even if I do get a little bit like, oh, like I can't be bothered to film or whatever, like usually when I actually like just push myself and sit down and film, I'm like, my mindset's changed sort of thing, like I'm happy to film. But then the thing is, it's really hard because like I will give you guys my personal advice, but obviously everyone's different. Like this works for me, but like it might not work for you, and that's okay. But usually when, sorry, I'm not like looking randomly, by the way, I'm looking into my mirror. Usually when I can't be bothered to film, I'm just like, get yourself up and go film. Do you know what I mean? Like I think because it's got really hot up here all of a sudden. Where it is my job, like I can't really just be like, oh, not gonna film today, because do you know what I mean? Like I need to obviously make sure I've got content there and stuff like that. But overall, I would say I don't really get points where I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered to film. But it does happen obviously now and again, because burnout is totally normal. Like you will let yourself, well, I say normal, not that you should really let yourself get burnt out, because I do that a bit too much sometimes, but it, you know, it can be hard sometimes to get that motivation. But for me, it's just like, you know, keep pushing forward, and then once it's done, you can see the result of that video you've made, and it's something to be proud of, like you made that content, if that makes sense. There's a lot of questions to do with hate, like how do you deal with hate and all of that stuff. Now for me, when I was younger, I used to be a lot more affected, I would say, by things that people would say to me. But like after some real life experience and things that I have mentioned on this channel before, it definitely grew me as a person, and I don't really care what people have to say anymore. I'm just here to do me and what makes me feel happy. But then with that in mind, hate is not nice. Like, even if it doesn't affect you terribly, it's just, it's not going to make you happy either, is it? So if you are like thinking of doing YouTube or any kind of socials and you're worried about hate, the really good thing about YouTube is that you can block out, oh, I thought I recognised someone then out my window, but this is just a stranger. You can block out specific words, so if people try to comment that on your video, it won't let it come through. Because if you guys was on my podcast channel or have ever watched it, I actually did one where I interviewed the one and only Creekcraft, and he was saying like he's just got specific words blocked, so people don't even have the opportunity to give hate. Now I don't know if all social media platforms do that, because if we're speaking of TikTok, I would say TikTok's quite a brutal place for hate. But yeah, if we're talking about specifically with YouTube, my biggest advice would be don't even give people the satisfaction or the opportunity to even post any form of hate. Like, definitely filter out those words beforehand while you can. Like, I've got like quite basic ones, like the word hate, for example, I'm pretty sure is blocked, so people can't be like I hate you or things like that. And don't get me wrong, people will definitely find their way around it. They can just use different forms of words, but it definitely helps to know that it's there to not make it that easy for people. And if you've literally got specific words blocked, but then people still find a way around to try and throw some form of hate at you, like, do you know what I mean? They've literally sat, like the fact that that person has gone through that process, sat there to try find a different ways that they can form a sentence just to make you feel down. Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, and I really would not like even give those people a second thought. And unfortunately, like, hate is normal. Like, everyone will receive some form of hate in their lives at some point if they're doing online stuff, because when people are behind a screen, they definitely have a lot less of a filter. But yeah, just definitely, where you can, just try block it out. That's what I would do. Well, that's what I would do. That is what I do, rather. Yeah, just don't allow people to have that opportunity, really. Someone said, what is one thing you hate about being a YouTuber? Obviously, I feel like hate's kind of obvious, and we just spoke about hate. I would honestly just say, like, any form of drama, like, and honestly, like, I just don't feel like we, as creators, as a community, should be making, like, competitors out of each other. Like, just all be friends. The most thing that I would say, the most important thing is to make friendships with people. Like, there's no need for any drama and things. And don't get me wrong, obviously it is human nature, you aren't going to like everyone you come across, and that's okay. But I definitely think when you're on social media, scenarios and situations can get out of hand, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming. But yeah, honestly, I'm just not here for the drama vibe, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that is probably my least favourite thing. But again, I also had a couple of questions, like asking advice to do with, like, if you're in drama and things like that. Honestly, with any advice when it comes to drama, like, do not get yourself involved at all unless it is to do with you. Like, if someone has a problem with you, then talk to just that person. Like, this is just hypothetically speaking what I would do. If I had any sort of drama with somebody, I would just speak to them one-on-one. And if people are adding you into group chats and trying to make you a part of something that you don't want to be a part of, that is one of the beauties about social media. It is so easy to remove yourself from a situation than it might be face-to-face, because if you're face-to-face in a group of people and they're talking about a situation, or there's some sort of drama going on within that group, it is a lot harder to say to those people face to face, look, I don't want any part of this. But on social media, you can just with a tap, you don't even need to say anything. Just with one click, you can just leave that group chat. With one click, you can come off of that social media platform, just, you know, take a little break. Like, it's so much more easier to remove yourself from situations. So for any advice, if you are like stuck in drama that isn't really to do with you, or you don't want to be a part of, or you've sort of been pushed into, just honestly remove yourself from that situation, because it is so much easier to do it online than it is in a real face-to-face scenario. But I'm gonna take my heatless curls out now, I think, and maybe I could get a new top on or something, because I've got pajamas on right now, but then I don't know if I'm going out today. I don't know. Right, let me take out these heatless curls and I shall be back with you guys. I don't know how I feel about my hair, but you know what, it's fine. Well guys, it looks like we're all done and ready for the day, even though I've got pajamas on. But you know what, definitely another thing, seeing as this whole video is about doing YouTube and stuff, one thing I could definitely recommend if you are doing YouTube, and this sounds like a little bit weird, but like definitely take this from personal experience. Obviously doing YouTube and stuff, you can be at home quite a lot, because like especially if you're my age and like you haven't moved out yet, usually your home is your workspace, like working from your bedroom, or if you've got like an office space in your house. So sometimes it can get a little bit difficult to be in the same place. Definitely 110%, if you are doing YouTube and it's something that you want to do as a job, or even if you're just doing it as a hobby on the weekends, still get yourself up and ready. Even if you are literally going to stay in pajamas, but you just do your makeup or just do your hair, because trust me, it is not healthy to, well actually no, I say not healthy, it can lead to being unhealthy, or an unhealthy mindset if you aren't getting ready and stuff, and you're like not making yourself feel good about yourself. Not that obviously you need to have your hair done or you need to have your makeup done to feel good, but for me that's like my sort of thing that I like to do to make myself feel like nice and fresh, do you know what I mean? Well, as it's happened many before, wait, what? I meant to say I meant to say, as it's happened many times before, my camera died, so I have no idea what I was saying. But yeah guys, finished look. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a pajama day today because I've got lots of filming to do. But yeah guys, hope you have a lovely one, and be sure to like and subscribe.